This is the X20 Pocket by Syma. It is a 480p drone with the camera. It has a distance of 162 feet, 50 meters. It has a runtime of up to 5 minutes, and it takes a 180 milliamp battery built in. And the only thing that you're going to require is 4 AAA batteries for the controller. You can have a power bank, a brick to charge your unit. It's going to take some time to do so, and we'll find that information out online as well as the manual. We're going to show you what the drone's about, so let's get started opening this bad boy up. As we open the unit up, I'm going to do this on purpose so you can see what's going to happen here. Nothing's going to fall out. They've taken great precaution during shipment to tie things down with rubber bands and wire to hold things into place. If you need adult supervision, or you can do this on your own, take a pair of scissors or carefully take apart everything. You're going to untwist your leads over here to get the actual remote control out. You're going to carefully pull away, put to the side, and then you're going to take the drone, and what you're going to do is you're going to take these little T-clips off, slide them through, or use the scissors to cut them. Once everything is out, you carefully grab the drone and pull away. Now, this drone has prop guards. It has tags on the controller and the unit, so what you want to do is grab a pair of scissors and cut them off. Please be careful if you pull this off like so. You may pull the red handle off, and it does come off, as you can see. And to put it back on, just simply line up and gently press back on as carefully as possible. The first thing we're going to do is put the drone to the side and the instructions to the side. And we're going to open up this package here. Inside is a precision screwdriver in highlighted orange. If removing the stuff and things come out, please don't lose it or drop it. This is a propeller and USB micro cable to charge your unit. We have 4 propellers. A is written, B is written on the outer side. One is clockwise, one is counterclockwise. Important when placing on the drone, you need to know which are A's and which are B's. One goes clockwise to lift and the other goes counterclockwise to lift. Let's go over to the controller. This is something that may be important to some. Always save your cases. You can always put them in there so this way it doesn't hit the table and damage the controllers when you're taking out the screw with your precision screwdriver to remove the cable. In the center of the controller are 2 tabs. They are there for a reason. When you put your battery in, they're going to hold into place. If they're not in there, your batteries are going to spring out. Place back on your door, lock it into place. Place back your precision screwdriver to lock the door for safety reasons. The controller is now ready to be used and tested out. Turning on, your light lights up and shuts off. We'll get into further detail about the controllers in a few seconds. We have a user's manual that would be very helpful to get you started if you've never flown a drone before, and what we're going to do is try our best to go over step by step of the instruction manual. It comes in the language of English as well as German. Check online for further details about your product. What we're going to do for the first time is just put the controller to the side, take the drone, plug in the power cable correctly. The wide angle is towards the bottom. We're going to turn the drone upside down. We're going to plug in our power cable. We have 2 red lights. At 70 minutes, this will fully charge for a 5-minute runtime. Going over the drone, we have 4 pads that insulate when landing and taking off. When we turn our drone around, it'll be a little difficult to see the red light, but it will reflect off the table when fully completed. Prop A, prop B. Each of the props spin in a direction. If A spins counterclockwise or clockwise, they both will go the same direction, and B the same way. When replacing the propellers, it'd be best to have a tool that you can take the propeller off by holding like so and pulling away. And when you put a new propeller on, you grab the same exact number. This should be propeller A. You match up the hole, you gently push on, and congratulations, you repaired your quadcopter or drone if you ever crash. If the drone ever needs to be disassembled, this will fit in and you could take off. There is no need to open up the drone unless you're changing out a motor or changing out a battery, and that is something that you will have to contact the company for additional parts. On top of the drone is an on and off switch right over here. The drone has LED lights over here. If the drone has a camera, it'll be pointed over here. If you turn the drone on to see which way it lights up, there's an LED all around. And we'll go over that a little later in detail. In the meantime, on page 3, I believe, we'll go over the controllers and show you what it's about. Syma may use this as a mount, not noted in the manual. 2.4 gigahertz antennas. If you want to take off these two buttons at the same time, press once, it'll take off. Again, it'll land. If you press this left button only, it goes into a headless mode as well as a high and low speed. If you press this right button here, it'll go into a 360-degree stunt mode. This is the left joystick. Normally you press forward, it goes up. Press down, it goes down. Descend and ascend. If you go to the left, it spins counterclockwise. To the right, it spins clockwise. If you press the right joystick forward, it goes forward. Back goes backwards. Left, it leans towards the left. Right, it leans towards the right. And normally if you go diagonally towards the left, it'll go towards the left. Pressing in on the joysticks, there are no actions. This left button here, if you hold on to it and you use one of the joysticks, left and right, that'll be your trim. If you hold on to the joystick and hit the on button, that is a full factory reset. That is the LED indicator for pairing and the use of the drone. It has an audible signal as well. Again, on the back of the unit will be your batteries, 4 AAAs, your safety precision screw, and 2 tabs to open up. There is no need to open up the drone, but those are the areas of interest to do so. For your first time charging, it takes up to 70 minutes to charge the battery if not mentioned. We are fully charged, so we can take off the power source. It's taken about 20 minutes to charge for the first time, and now we're able to go over the drone and the transmitter to turn on. Page 4 and 5 is going to help you get started in pairing. Turn your drone on first, 2 full seconds. That is called pairing mode. As you can see red lights and green lights in the back. Turn your transmitter on. It's saying, please pair me. You're going to go up and down. You're 100% now paired and ready for flight. When you want to stop everything, you could turn the drone off by long pressing, and you shut the transmitter off. For the next flight, you're going to long press the drone, turn the transmitter on. You're going to go up and down on the transmitter once again. I do that every single time on the micro drones. Without reading the book, I am going to go up on the joystick. The drone starts. You're going to hear a nice high-pitched sound when it lifts up. I'm going to come down quickly and hold the joystick till it shuts off 100%. If I want to now go take off, I'm going to hit these two buttons for takeoff, and I'm going to hit it again to land. I'm going to see how high it goes for the first time on takeoff. It goes 2 feet and lands. So the drone goes up about 2 feet, and then I can bring it right down with takeoff and land. Calibration is simple as bringing both joysticks down and to the left. When the lights start to blink, you let go. Down to the left. That means every time this drone crashes, you go down to the left and you recalibrate it. So when you're ready to fly your drone after you charge your battery, you're going to turn either the transmitter off and the drone off. It doesn't matter if you turn the transmitter on first or the drone first. You could turn the drone on. You're going to go up and down on the joystick and you're ready to fly. If you want to go into trim, this is your trim. If the drone goes that way, you're going to hit the trim and go the opposite way to trim. I'm showing you this on the table because it's easier to do this than in the air, and then we'll demonstrate trimming. This drone could go any way, fly any directions and so forth. If you want to fly headless mode goes forward. Doesn't matter which way the drone is facing. This will always be forward. That won't. In order to get into headless mode, you're going to long press on the joystick. That is called headless mode. And then you hit the joystick and ready to go. To cancel headless mode, long press again on the joystick, you cancel. To shut down the drone and turn on the drone, you go down and in. Down and in turns on, down and in shuts off. Also going up and also holding long press down shuts off. In case of an emergency and you're flying, what you want to do is when flying, you want to hold down like so to cancel everything, and the drone will fall out of the sky like a rock. But be careful, you may damage things. The drone is pretty strong to withstand a crash. The drone has altitude hold, so when you go up on the joystick and let go, it'll stay in that position. Now this has a low voltage warning. The lights will flash, time to come in and land. You only have 5 minutes with this drone. Now if you do crash, it has over circuit current that will shut down the drone. So what you may have to do is return the drone on and so forth. It'll protect the unit. You may not have to shut off. So let's go fly the drone. Give a nice test flight and see the characteristics of the drone. We can hit the both left and right. 2 feet it takes off, go up, and that's pretty fast. In order to change the speed, we press on the joystick once. That is fast. So let's press it once again, single, and that is slow. The MS is probably like 1.5 to 2. Counterclockwise, clockwise. I want to do a flip, have height and be away from the ceiling. Now you're going to just go forward on the joystick or back, hold it in, and it'll flip. Hold in and right, it'll flip. So let's just go fly and have some fun. That is pretty fast in the controls, going up and down, so get a little used to it. Let's just have fun flying. Let's hit the sailing to show you that no damage can occur. And let's drop it down on purpose. As you can see, the crash is telling you I crash. As you can see, it go over, it worked fine. To take off in the hand may not be easy. You want to take off always on the ground. This is hover mode. I am kind of drifting forward, so I'm going to press and go back just a drop. There I am centered. Syma X20 drone. Nice drone indeed. Does a nice job flying. Very easy to handle. Very quick to the punch. Is fast with the ascend and descend. Takes a little time to get used to. Do a flip. Long press for headless mode. As you can see, this is headless mode. And deactivate it. It's giving me a warning right now that my batteries are getting low. If I grab it, and if I crash, it should shut off. The Syma X20 drone, when all completed, shut down, allowed to cool down before recharging. And then after 5 minutes of time of rest, recharge. 70 minutes later, go have some fun flying again. The Syma drone is very easy to handle, very easy to use. It has excellent features like the prop guards to protect. If you're unfamiliar with the orientation, take a magic marker, color the props a color of your choice. Normally you have correct colors to know your orientation. The drone comes in different colors and different sizes. I hope you enjoy your drone if this is something that you are looking for. This is a very easy to operate drone. It's very fun to use, very forgiving and all. Enjoy your drone no matter what you do and where you fly. We could take this outside and try to fly it, but the thing is, it may not handle the wind quite well. And we're going to go do that right now and get an outdoor flight for you. Dead calm days are perfect days for flying. 162 feet. That's like 70 feet right there. And there I am. There's your outdoor flying. Speed number 2. Don't crash. Woohoo, baby. I'm all the way down. And now come back. That is the beauty of flying a Syma drone. I wish I could stay here all day flying for you. It's a beautiful, easy to fly. When no wind, it'll do a great job outdoors. Indoors, you can fly all around, learn the drone, get used to it. and have fun flying. I hope you enjoy the Syma X20 pocket drone for your personal needs. Have fun flying the drone. I'll see you on the review.